Once upon a time, there was a farmer who worked really, really hard. His name was Joe, and he lived on a little farm in the countryside. Joe loved his farm, and he took care of it with all his heart. Every day, Joe woke up at the crack of dawn. He'd put on his old, worn-out boots and his trusty straw hat. Then he'd head out to the fields with his shovel and rake in hand. Joe would plant seeds, pull out weeds, and water his crops, all while the sun beamed down on him. It wasn't easy. Sometimes the sun was scorching hot, and Joe would sweat like a waterfall. Other times, rain would pour down, soaking him to the bone. But Joe never gave up. He knew that his hard work would pay off one day. As the seasons changed, so did Joe's crops. First, there were tiny green sprouts. Then they grew into tall, leafy plants. Finally, they produced delicious fruits and vegetables. Joe's farm became a colorful patchwork of crops, a true paradise for anyone who loved fresh produce. One day, a neighbor named Sarah visited Joe's farm. She was amazed by the beautiful vegetables and fruits that Joe had grown. "Joe, your farm is incredible. How did you do it?" Sarah asked. Joe smiled and replied, "I may not have the fanciest tools or the biggest farm, but I put in hard work, dedication, and love into every plant. I believe that with persistence and care, anything is possible." Sarah was inspired by Joe's words. She decided to start her own small garden and work hard just like him. Over time, her garden flourished too, thanks to the lessons she learned from Joe. And so, the story of the hardworking farmer Joe taught us that with determination, effort, and a little love, we can make wonderful things grow in our lives, just like the seeds in a fertile field. Remember, hard work may be tough, but it's the path to the sweetest fruits of success.